If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. What's up, Simlings? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Nay, I play The Sims. Let's get to it. We're at the beginning of a new series here. This is a simple enough series with a simple enough premise. What we're doing here is we have set up my character here, Sadako. She's got the very simple task of changing all of the townies in all of the sim worlds into vampires. I thought this was a simple enough task until I created a spreadsheet, and I will show you my spreadsheet. This is the spreadsheet. It's nothing fancy, it's just a Google Drive document. I tried not to go overboard. So basically what we have here is we have each sim by name. I haven't figured out yet if I can convert children, but children are on here. I have not included the unborn baby Beta, but because I assume you can't change infants, but we'll see if we can change children or not. So we have the sim, we have the household they're a part of, we have the world they're in, we have whether they're in the conversion process. Once you bite a sim, it takes a few days for them to turn into a vampire. Then under the converted is obviously the ones who have become a fully, converted vampire. And then you can't change occult sims. So we've got, our vampires and spellcasters, and basically, and there's a mermaid there. And I'm still in the process of figuring out, if there in case there are other mermaids and stuff. But I might have everyone. But yeah, it's just that simple. But as you can see, so it's 143 minus, it was like 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So minus the 13 occult sims, it's a lot. We're going to be here for a little bit. So now hopefully that you've seen that, you haven't been scared off. But that's the general idea. So what we're going to do, we're going to start hitting up the worlds. We're going to start just converting people. She's pretty much a fully fledged vampire. She's got, lots of the vampire traits set up. She's good to go. She knows what she's doing. Because we're just going to hit the towns and we're just going to start converting. And obviously because it does take a few days for the conversion to actually happen, we're going to have to visit in with everyone to just see how they're going. Because I'm curious. I've never watched a vampire change from a sim to a vampire. So this will be interesting for me as well. But yeah, so let's just hit up the worlds and start. Let's go. Let's do this. We begin our quest at this house in Willow Creek. This is the BFF household. In here we have Travis Scott, Liberty Lee, and Summer Holiday. These are some of the OG Sims that come with the very original game. Was going to knock and ask to be let in, as some vampires, have to be invited in. But then when, stuff it, vampiric entrance, I'm just letting myself in. Hi guys, it's nice to see you're all awake at this time. I'm coming in to ruin your day, sorry. We're not going to waste our time with any silly little introductions. We're going straight for Travis, and we're just turning into a vampire. That's all we're doing, walking straight in. Travis is coming towards the door because he thinks he hears a commotion, and then this happens. This is all the warning he got. It wasn't much. Go straight for the neck. Yeah, traditional style, I guess. It's quite a long bite. She looks so satisfied with herself, and that just creeps me out even more. She is so happy. And okay, we're going to bite our own wrist, and then, okay, cool. So this is the process. This is how it's done. I've never done it like this before. I've never changed. I've played with vampires, but I've never actually converted anyone. I usually just go around just sucking blood. So, yeah, that's it. And then he shows his stomach is queasy. He's not feeling too good. Yeah, that's the process. That's how you convert people. That's nice and simple. And we're going to stalk around the apartment for a little bit as we choose our next victim. Our next decision was just to cause a hallucination to Liberty Lee here. I ended up making a decision that I wasn't going to turn her straight away. I wanted her to live with the horror of living with 2 newborn vampires in her house. So we just caused a little bit of a hallucination just to cause some emotional distress here. And then we're going to aim straight for Summer Holiday. The cause hallucination, this is all they do is just talk to some invisible entity. So Liberty's having great fun there. Travis is... There's no panicking or stressing. I remember in The Sims 3, if you were a vampire and you bit someone, everyone around you would just freak the hell out. But in Sims 4, they seem oddly calm about... maybe because Travis is converting. But everyone just seems way too calm about this whole thing. They all seem very accepting. We have, like, no relationship with each other, so this isn't like a friendly conversion. This is just, you've been given no choice, hey, come join the dark side. Oh, gone straight back to her cheese toasty. Alright, that's how, that's how okay she is with this. And, okay, look like there we were joining in with the hallucination, and now we've sadded off. We're gonna go chuck a sad with Travis on the couch now. But yeah, that's the process of how we convert. So now, I think it's time we go hit up somewhere much larger and really, really get the ball rolling. We've arrived here at the Casbah Gallery in San Myshuno to wreak havoc. It's early evening and this is a popular place, so we're just gonna... No introductions, no friendly times, no small talk, we're just gonna start biting. We're gonna start here with Ulrika Faust. Every conversion begins the same way, by mesmerising them into a trance, then we go in to bite the neck, and we're there for a little while. Hello Judith. This lasts a little bit longer than I anticipated, but apparently it's more than just a quick bite. I'm sure, is there venom involved? I don't know. I don't know the deal with vampires. Vladislaus decides to get in the way by sending us a text message. Cheers, Vlad. Really appreciate that. I'm kind of busy here. Then after we have bitten the victim then bites us. What is the point of this? Because I thought that vampires are reanimated corpses. They don't have blood. They've shed all their blood. They've shed all the sort of mortal garbage that weighs us down, and they're just a shell encompassing some kind of soul or demon or something. So what is the purpose of getting the newly converting vampire to bite you, because there's no blood to feed them, so they're not getting a taste for blood? Am I looking too deep into this? Is it just meant to be a cool animation and I'm ruining it for everyone? Whatever, moving on. Octavia Bailey now. I wasn't sure about celebrities. I was hoping we could go for celebrities, and I was very pleased to find out that yes, we can attack celebrities. Because that just, it adds to... it's going to be a bigger coven this way. We're going to be a coven of about 130 something, which I'm super excited for. And you just need to... Sadako just needs to learn not to let them bite her. It's pointless! Maybe it's ritual, but it's bloody pointless. Alright, now we're on to Lilith Pleasant, one of the Pleasant twins. Which I was excited to see them come back in the university pack. It was nice to see them all grown up. Because I remember playing them in the family in Sims 2, where their dad was cheating on mum with the housemaid. That's fun if you've ever played that household. I was quite surprised. I think I was like 14 when that came out. No, 15. Maybe 15 or 16. I can't remember quite how old I was. Bjorn Blast now. But yeah, no, when you go into the Pleasant household on The Sims 2, there's already an active relationship between the father and the housemaid. It's fun times there, real fun times. Alright, so now we've got Bjorn. So we're going. And stop. That's going to annoy me every time. Here we go, just open your stall up like, hey, you two, stop that. Come buy my goods and, get a room. This animation where they feel ill afterwards. Oh, so good. Who's next? We're on to... Is that Penny Pizzazz now? I believe she's with San Myshuno as well, one of those Sims. So we're adding, and the fireworks are going off. It's the end of the festival. What was that, the Humour and Hijinks Festival? The fireworks are going off. Someone's won. Yellow. I forget who's who. I never really play the Humour and Hijinks Festival. But yeah, so we're celebrating here. We've got Penny and there are fireworks. That's awesome. We've got Simeon Silver Sweater there. I kept calling him Silver... What's he hugging? I kept calling him Silver Water because I thought that sounded really romantic, and then I realised it was Silver Sweater, which isn't quite as charming. But we can't change him because he's a spellcaster. You can only be one occult sim at a time, you can't combine them. Now we're going for another celebrity, so we've got Judith Ward here, but back to the spellcasters and, the occult sims. There is a cheat mod apparently that does combine them, but it's quite buggy from what I heard last, so I haven't tried it. But maybe one day, if I ever want to risk crashing my game, I'll give that a go. But yeah, so right, so we've got two celebrities now, and I can see another celebrity in the back. I can see, is that Brittany Choi? There's another celebrity there. She's not listed on where I got all my Sims lists from, which is from the Sims wiki. But I just added her in there manually, so if you can change her, so I added her to the list, okay? That might happen. I'm not going for like the NPCs that the game generates. I'm trying to go for like actual characters. But Brittany herself is not one of those game-generated NPCs. She actually seems to come with the game, just she's not listed on the Sims wiki for whatever reason, so... Yeah, whatever, I'm still going to add her. That's... What weather? We're in autumn and she's dressed very coldly. Here we go, this one's dressed more. Who's that? Is that Jade Rosa? I believe. I can't tell from the back. I know I wrote it down. Luckily I wrote it down in time, because now that I'm editing it, I'm like, oh crap, who are these people? I believe that's Jade Rosa. She came with Windenburg, I believe, which was the Get Together pack. I'm trying to run all this off the top of my head, testing my Sims knowledge here. We have a game show in Australia that I was joking with my partner ages ago. I'm not sure if he'll remember this, but ages ago I was joking like, oh, I should go on that game show, and I have the Sims as my special, because you have to have like a special like field of knowledge that they test you on. And I was like, I could do the Sims, like that'd be entertaining. But then like everyone in the age group who watches that show will be like, who is this person? What's the Sims? Because I think it's aimed at a much older audience. But okay, anyway, we've gone off to where have we gone now? I've forgotten that. Del Sol Valley now. So we've gone to the Get Famous pack, and we're at Orchid A Go Go, which is it's not karaoke bars, not a very classy term. What's this called? It's like a lounge, a performance lounge. It's where rich people go to hang out. So we're just headed in here. We're going to have a drink. Probably going to have ourselves a Plasma Jane, because that's got blood in it. And we'll wait and see if we can pick up any more victims. And what good timing is that? There's one here right now. This is, I'm going to butcher this, I'm so sorry, but I believe it's Mele Kahanui. I'm more than prepared to be corrected on that. As I've said before, I know nothing about Hawaiian names, so, Mele, maybe? But, anyway, yeah, she's in for it. She's going to become a vampire. I reckon she'll make quite a good vampire. Certainly got the look for it, I reckon. But, okay, cool. We've got her now. Add her to the coven. And then there was no one really downstairs, so I end up following someone upstairs. And we have a much better time up there. Apparently everyone was up there hiding from me. With good reason, of course. I don't blame them for trying to hide, but we followed one of the Calientes up. Which one's this one? Is this? I wrote it down. Is this Nina, Dina, Katrina? Which one was this one? Nina. I wrote her down as Buffy Caliente and then corrected it later and put her down as Nina Caliente. So, right, we've got one of them. Got to have a lot of households that have newborn, like, vampires in them who live with families. So, just going to add to the terror of every Sim's existence for a while. I'm not sorry there. But look, they're lining up. We've got Lily Feng and one of the Heckings. I always get the Heckings mixed up. It's always Brant or Grant or Brent, or I've written down Brant Hecking. I always get the two mixed up because I think they're Brant and Brent, and it's like naming your twins stupid rhyming names. Like, how cruel can you be? But it's weirder when you're in a relationship. One of my family members and their partner, they've been together for yonks. They have the same name, and I still find it funny. But I'm sure after, having been together for... God, it must be nearly 10 years now that they probably don't find it funny anymore, but I'm still like, funny. But yeah, alright, so we've done Lillian now. Now we're going for Mr. Hecking over here. And who else we got? We've got Travis Scott's here, but we've already started converting him, but he's looking quite well. And then there's, you're smart for running away. We did end up missing out on another Sulani sim over there, but oh well, we'll get her later. But that's all we're going to do for this episode. It's time for Sadako to head home, look after a vampire energy, maybe just do a little something else for a while, and yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. Thank you as per usual if you've made it to this point. I really do appreciate it. Drop me a comment, maybe like and subscribe the video if you did like it, and other than that, do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.